was going to have to settle for a hug from Tugger. You were supposed to work late tonight, weren't you?
Well, I had this incredible burst of energy, and I just decided to take care of everything on my desk so that I could come home and take care of you.
You expecting anybody?
No, I'm not. Hello?
Miss Sarah Gordon?
Yes, that's me. Thank you.
Sign
Honey,
here.
can you hold this?
This is from the Kingdom of Mindora. This is from the Crown Prince himself, I think.
Prince Raymond?
Yeah. Here, well, there's probably a card or a note in that envelope.
Here, you open this, I'll read the note.
What's it say?
He's, thanking me for helping him when he started to lose his vision.
Oh, that's some kind of thanks, I'd say. If I didn't know better, I'd probably be jealous.
These are not from Raymond.
What are you doing?
What's it look like I'm getting dressed and checking out?
Max, this is a hospital, not a hotel. You don't check out till your doctor says you can leave.
Change of rules, Larry. I'm out of here. I have to find Gabrielle.
Why are you looking at me like that? I don't know anything about this.
Somebody paid for the room. Somebody paid for the champagne, and somebody has been leaving notes with my name on it.
Well, I don't know who did that. The last thing I'd want to do is start some kind of romantic thing between the two of you. I'm just as puzzled as you are.
This is not some silly prank. Now, someone went to a lot of trouble and a lot of expense to humiliate both Debra and myself.
And you think that I actually did it?
Damn it, Tina, just tell me the truth.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one night to live.
You know, Briggs is a little worried that you might have gone a little too far with your scoop on the museum president. Julia?
Oh, whatever you think.
Oh, no, wait a minute. It's your column. It's your decision.
It really doesn't matter, Clint.
Well, now, what's going on here? Usually, you're like a lioness protecting her cubs when your column is challenged.
The lioness is too tired to bother this afternoon.
And why is that?
It's Gabrielle. I'm so worried about her. She's so confused. Look, you've got better things to do than sit here and listen to my troubles.
Now, wait a minute. How many times have I said the same thing to you, and you just went right on asking questions and jabbering away until I came up with some answers for you? And you know what? I felt a hell of a lot better for it.
Well, some of the time you have.
No, most of the time. Now, this is a two-way relationship, and I intend to hold up my end of it. Now, you know, I sort of consider myself an expert on young daughters. I'm not too sure about grown-up ones, but I can't guarantee that I'll have the right answers for you.
Listen, just being able to talk about this with someone I can trust means a lot to me.
Well, there you are. I'm your fella.
Dorian, darling. Julia, my dear, how are you?
I'm very well.
You are? After everything Gabrielle's been through?
Well, I admit she did hit the headlines, but thank God it's all over now.
Oh, well, I'm glad. Well, what are you doing here?
I work here.
Best society columnist we ever had. What are you doing here?
Well, don't you read your own paper? I mean, you sent a reporter over to cover my arrival.
Well, I haven't read that far yet, but welcome home anyway.
Well, thank you. It's wonderful to be back. You have a few minutes you can spare for me, don't you, Clint?
We could talk tomorrow.
Oh, am I interrupting anything? I'm sorry.
No, no, no. It's all right. I have to go and look out to see how my grandson's doing anyway.
Good night, Julia.
Good night, Clint. Thank you.
So, the rumors are?
I helped him with his signature. That is not his handwriting.
Well, I think that fellas that are about to be crowned king don't even write their own notes. They don't even have to tie their own shoes. They've got these guys that they can just command to do mundane tasks. I don't think you should be offended.
Well, I'm not offended. I'm just a little puzzled.
What, because some palace flunky did the shopping for your gift?
During one of my sessions with Prince Raymond, I remember we had a conversation about the obstacles that a blind person has to overcome. And I remember Raymond saying that he thought it would probably be more difficult for a blind woman to get dressed.
That's because women never know what to wear.
Because of things like makeup and jewelry. And he said pierced earrings, for example.
Gee, I never thought of that.
And then I remember telling Raymond that I had pierced ears and it really wasn't that difficult at all.
What does this have to do with the gift that Raymond gave you?
Look at these earrings. They're clip-ons. That's how I know they're not from him.
Yeah, well, see, you can remember every single word of every single conversation. Not all of us can do that.
You remember everything I ever told you about myself.
Well, of course I do. See, I love you. My life is devoted to you.
Bo, this isn't funny. Prince Raymond prides himself on being a very observant man. Now, the first thing you have to know when you give a person a pair of earrings is whether or not their ears are pierced.
Look, it's just like I told you before. Raymond is about to be crowned king of Mendora. I bet he has 1,001 things on his mind right now, like running his country. You can forgive him one little slip up. I think this is a very generous gift that he's given you, a very expensive gift. I think you could be grateful.
I am very grateful. I am.
I know.
Why hasn't he called me? He said that he would call me to tell me how he was getting along.
All right, some people, they say thank you with flowers. He said thank you with diamond earrings. I think you can muster up a little smile, diamond earrings. Come on, huh? Better. That's it. Now, okay. I'm going to take this noose off right now, and then I'm going to put on a sweater. Then I'm going to take you out to dinner, okay?
Okay. I think while you're changing, I'll give Prince Raymond a call.
I can't believe this. You're automatically just taking her side.
I'm not taking anybody's side, Tina. I just want the truth.
The truth is that I don't know what's going on here, okay? Maybe it's Julia.
What?
Well, you know how badly she wants somebody in the family to marry a Buchanan?
How dare you accuse my mother? She would never embarrass or humiliate me or anyone else.
Oh, she's been going after Clint now for months. I think the woman's capable of anything.
She and Clint are friends.
Oh, she wants a lot more than friendship out of him.
Before Cord arrived, you were positive that he was responsible for this.
What?
Go ahead, Tina. Tell him about our conversation. How you almost convinced me that he had set this whole thing up in order to seduce me. And that he was up to his old tricks again.
Oh.
And you were willing to forgive and forget. Go ahead, Tina. Tell him.
I'm not going to stand here and listen to this.
Whoa, wait a minute. I'm just going to ask you one question, girl. How did you just happen to know that Debra would be here at this point in time?
She told me that she'd called the Banner and they told her that they changed the location for the shoot.
No kidding. Nobody at the Banner even knew about this. Hell, I didn't even know about it till I went over to the waterside and I talked to Cassie. That's when I found out. If I hadn't talked to Cassie, I wouldn't even be here right now. You set this all up, didn't you? Just to get to Debra. Now, that's the truth. Damn it, Tina, for once in your life, you tell me the truth.
All right, this was my idea.
Why?
I'm trying to save my marriage. I'm frightened, and if you just try to understand that.
Debra, I don't know what to say. I can just imagine how embarrassed you must be. I apologize profusely. Again, I don't know what to say.
I can't believe this. Don't Don't you see we wouldn't even have half the problems that we do if she weren't here, because she's always just dropping by to see you, to tell you all of her problems. So you're so involved in taking care of her that you don't care about me or my problems.
Deborah, you don't need to listen to any more of this.
I can't
I will
believe this.
take care of her.
She has been coming on to you since she even got in town. If you want the truth, then ask her for the
Tina,
truth.
just shut up!
Well, here, I want to hear it. I want to hear it denied. Deny that you want my husband. She can't do it because it's true.
Damn it, Tina, I said shut up! That's enough!
You're not my doctor of record, Larry.
No, but I can read your chart. That's obvious you're in no condition to leave this hospital.
Gabrielle ran out of here upset. I have to talk to her. It's very important.
Why don't you call her up and have her come back down?
I don't want to see her here.
Why not?
She sees me in this bed. She treats me like an invalid. She doesn't tell me what she's really feeling. She's afraid I'll get upset and then I'll have a relapse.
Max, I understand your concern, but the fact is, if you leave this hospital before you're ready, you will have a relapse.
Well, if it happens, it happens. It doesn't matter. This is important. I gotta settle it now. Now, would you please hand me my clothes?
You're not leaving here until you're discharged.
Then discharge me! You want to hang tough, Larry? Fine. I'm leaving either way.
How did the news about me and Vicky get to the tiny shores of Mandora?
Well, the shores of Mandora are not all that tiny. Anyway, I make a point of finding out everything that's going on in the States, especially in my hometown. As ambassador, I have access to almost everything, and I saw the tape of the Centennial Ball. Oh, that was a real eye-popper.
Well, a fine time was had by all, Dorian.
Yes, so I noticed. There you were, sipping champagne and dancing with the beautiful Julia Medina. And there was Vicky on the arm of a very handsome man. Obviously, you and Julia are quite close, and it seemed that Vicky and this handsome man were also...
My wife and I are also very close, Dorian.
Oh, that's why you left Landview to rebuild Buchanan City.
I'm back in Landview now, and I'm living and sleeping at Landfair. End of discussion.
Well, this handsome man, is that Roger Gordon everyone's talking about? The father of Vicky's long-lost daughter?
You know, you can take the gal out of the country, but you sure can't take the insatiable desire for gossip out of the gal, can you? Did you fly all the way here from Europe just to satisfy your appetite for gossip?
Well, heavens no, but as long as I'm here, I figure I might as
Now,
well.
are you going to make me read that article about your arrival to find out why you're here?
Oh, well, there's several reasons why I'm here. That one's not in the article, but I'll share it with you.
Why does that make me nervous?
Well, it shouldn't. I'm just doing some PR for a friend who lives in Mandora, who is very concerned about the changes that are taking place there. So he asked me to come here, speak to some of my influential friends in the States, talk about it.
Well, there's changes taking place all through Europe. Most of them for the better, it seems to me.
Not in Mandora. Here. You print this. And I promise you that every front page article, every TV broadcast will begin with, as reported in the Landview Banner. That's $1 million worth of publicity, free of charge.
Did you write this?
Yes.
You're questioning Prince Raymond's ability to run his country.
That's a very real concern, not just in Mandora, but all over Europe. The heir to the throne is blind, and his blindness is making him weak and ineffective. Now, his younger brother, Roland, is more than capable, and he's willing to step in as ruler and bring Mandora to the forefront of European leadership.
You know, it isn't real hard to figure out who your friend is. I can't print this.
Why not?
Because it's biased, that's why.
Well, it's the gospel truth.
Well, your gospel, maybe. But I have seen Prince Raymond in action. I think he'd make a hell of a leader.
And I don't think you're in any position to judge.
Same old Dorian. Just can't help meddling in other people's affairs, can you? Only this time you've got the affairs of a whole country to meddle in.
Look, I am ambassador to Mandora, and I have a responsibility to its people and its leaders.
Just what change is Prince Raymond planning to make that has you so upset? Or do you just dislike him on general principle?
All in good time, you'll have your answers. Just don't count on an exclusive.
dreamed that you would be capable of stooping so low. The lies, the manipulation. Guess I was wrong, huh?
I had no choice.
Look at all this, huh? What'd you tell Deborah? I was some kind of a two-bit Romeo? Pulled this kind of scam on every little pretty girl that came along, Tina? Is that it? How could you do something like this to me?
I'm sorry. I guess it just got out of control.
Out of control? No, Tina, this never got out of control. You were calling every shot. Look at it. It all started with your little heart-to-heart talk with Deborah, didn't it? Get her into your confidence. Make her trust you. That way you can tell her anything you want to about your wayward husband, and she's gonna buy it, Tina. And everything was going according to plan, except I came walking in. And that just blew everything, didn't it? I can't believe you. Nothing is sacred to you.
My marriage and my family is sacred to me, and she's been coming on to you all the time. Don't you see that?
Lord, you hear yourself talk. You're lying to me. You're lying to yourself.
Why are you defending her?
Because she needs defending. She is just my friend. How many times have I told you that? I have told you time and time again. Deborah wants nothing from me but my friendship.
She wants more from you than just friendship. Even when I asked her, you saw her, she could not deny that she wanted you.
Will you stop blaming Deborah? The only thing to blame here is your jealousy, Tina. Your insensitivity and your insecurity.
She wants my husband. She's gonna break up my marriage. I can't let somebody do that. My marriage means much too much to me. Don't you see that? Cord, I love you. I love you more than anything, and I don't understand why you just can't see that.
I just walked Tugger for 2 miles. You're still on the phone with the prince?
I have argued with just about everyone at the palace. Apparently no one wants to put me through to him.
Send him a candy, Graham. I'm starving.
Yes. Hello. This is Sarah Gordon calling from Landview, I would like to speak to the prince, and I am not hanging up until... Sarah Gordon from Landview, Pennsylvania. Yes, I'm sure if you told him it was me calling, he'd accept the... Thank you. Prince Raymond!
It's Klaus von Heidegger. Who's calling?
Klaus, what a small world. This is Sarah Gordon calling. I'm the woman who helped Prince Raymond when he began to lose his vision. It's very important that I speak with him.
Sarah Gordon. One moment. She's very insistent.
I don't care. I don't want to put her in any danger, Klaus. The less contact I have between Sarah and Megan, the safer they'll be. Tell her I've gone to bed.
Aren't you interested in seeing how she and her sister are getting along? What harm can a few moments' conversation do?
Sarah.
Oh, thank God. I didn't think I'd ever get through to you.
Sorry to keep you waiting. How are you?
I'm fine, but more importantly, how are you?
I'm fine. Fine. Very busy. You know, so much to attend to.
Right. How are you adjusting? Is there anything that I can help you with?
Oh, no, adjusting fine. My blindness hasn't caused any problems at all. Maybe because I had such a good teacher.
Has any of your vision returned?
No. The doctors here confirmed the possibility of my sight returning, but I can't afford to harbor any illusions about that right now. I think I'll just have to carry on as if my sight might never return.
Sounds to me like you need one of my pep talks.
I appreciate your concern, Sarah, but I think it'd be best if you didn't waste your time or money by calling me again.
I certainly don't mind.
Sarah, I really am very busy.
Right. I understand that. Actually, I was just calling to thank you for the beautiful earrings.
The what?
The diamond earrings. They just arrived.
Klaus, get Helga in here immediately.
Prince Raymond.
Yes, I'm here. So, you like the earrings?
Yes, they're beautiful. They're clip-ons, and I have pierced ears, so I'm going to have them changed. But other than that, they're just perfect.
Yes, of course. And how is Megan? Is she well? Is she happy?
Oh, yeah, she's fine. She's working very hard on the show, and of course, Max is on the road to recovery. We're all very happy about that.
Yeah, so am I. Is Megan...
Yes?
Oh, nothing. Just tell her hello for me, that's all, and give my best to Bo and Max.
Okay, I certainly will. And thank you again for those beautiful earrings.
It's my pleasure. Goodbye, Sarah.
Your Highness?
Sarah Gordon just received a pair of diamond earrings, which she thinks are from me. Who sent them and why?
I did. It is your custom to send gifts to people who have done favors for you, and I naturally assumed that you would want to thank Sarah Gordon with a token of your appreciation.
I see.
My apologies if I offended you.
Apologies accepted. Just let me make myself very clear. You are not to contact Sarah Gordon again, in my name or anyone else's. And stay away from her sister Megan as well. Is that perfectly clear?
Yes, Your Highness.
You accepted her explanation, but you don't believe it, do you?
No, I don't. Somehow I think Roland is behind all this. But why? And what does he want from Sarah?
See, this prince is just human. See, he makes mistakes, just like the rest of us. Honey, I thought that phone call was going to help cheer you up.
Yeah, I thought so too, but there was something very strange in the prince's voice.
You know, you're looking for problems where there really aren't any.
I don't think so. Come on, I'll tell you about it in the car.
Here.
Landview, Pennsylvania. Person-to-person call to Dorian Lord.
Love doesn't work without trust. When we made our vows, I promised you that I would be faithful to you. And I have never once given you reason to doubt me.
But you never pay attention to anything good I do. You don't pay any attention to me. You've been ignoring me and our marriage.
You want to talk about ignoring our marriage? Who went off to Mendora to be queen for a day, which turned into queen for a month? Hell, you probably wouldn't be back now if Herb hadn't subpoenaed you. And what happens when you get back? You get sentenced to 6 months in a halfway house because you kept quiet about somebody switching babies. Now, whose fault was that? Was that my fault? Maybe that was Deborah's fault.
I went to the halfway house because I was trying to protect you, which you just conveniently forget and then just throw up at me all the time.
You learned nothing from that whole experience, right? You weren't protecting me. You were protecting yourself, like always. All you could see, Tina, was the money, the riches, the jewels, the fantasy, whatever. All those promises you made to me. You weren't going to lie to me anymore. You weren't going to deceive anyone. You weren't going to manipulate anybody. But you broke every single one of those promises. And now you got the guts to come to me and tell me that I am the one who was ignoring our marriage.
But that is not true. And I did not want to deceive you.
Good old Tina. Doing what she wants, always has, always will.
I didn't mean to hurt you.
How about Deborah? Did you mean to hurt her? What was she going to do when she went running out of here? How was she going to feel? I tell you. I mean, she probably wasn't going to trust me, thinking the worst things about me. She wouldn't have trusted any other man for the rest of her life, probably. But you didn't think about that, did you? You didn't even give that a second thought.
Look, I realize I did something wrong. I will apologize to her. And I'll spend the rest of my life making it up to you if you would just try and listen to me and believe me.
I don't believe you. I thought that if I held on to that little bit of hope I had left, that we could work things out. But after this stunt, you have just destroyed any hope that I possibly ever could have had. You know, I don't understand what you were doing here today, let alone could I ever forgive it.
If you would please just try to understand that maybe things could be different.
It's not gonna happen. After this little stunt, this little game, there's only one thing left for us, and that's divorce.
It's open.
Hello there.
Hi.
Well, not very original gifts, but I know you're a sports fan, so I thought these might keep you from being too bored.
Well, thanks, but I'm leaving.
Really? Gabrielle didn't tell me you're going to be discharged so soon.
When did you talk to her?
A couple of hours ago. She's asked me to look after Al for a little while. You know, supervise the babysitting, sort of spend some time with him.
Why can't she supervise the babysitter?
Well, she's gone away for a while.
She left town?
Max,
She's had such a difficult year. She's just simply overwhelmed. She needs some time alone.
What did she say about me?
Well, nothing, except she mentioned a conversation the two of you had had.
Damn! God, I knew I came on too strong. I was just so anxious to make her understand. I wish... Oh, believe me, Julia, I did not want to hurt her or confuse her. I should have run after her. I shouldn't have waited. I guess you must be pretty pleased about this.
Oh, Max, I'm entirely indebted to you for saving my daughter's life. If she'd taken that bullet instead of you, I doubt that she'd have had the strength or the will to survive as you have. But at the risk of appearing ungrateful, perhaps all these revelations on your part are a bit too late. Don't you think?
Don't you think his reaction to my call was very weird?
I think he's just a little pessimistic about his recovery, that's all.
Prince Raymond is extremely optimistic about whatever it is that's coming in the future. Now it sounds like he's just resigned himself to being blind for the rest of his life. Bo, it's not like him.
Well, look who's here.
Oh, Herb, hello.
How are you?
Hello, you all alone? We'd be happy if you joined us.
Well, thank this very nicely, but Dorian's in town. She called and announced that we're having dinner together.
Oh, it's good.
Speak of the devil.
Dorian, welcome home.
Oh, thank you. I should say the same to you. However, I was so sorry to hear about what happened to Dee Dee.
Well, thank you. I'd like for you to meet Sarah Gordon. Dorian, honey, this is Dorian Lord, U.S. Ambassador to Mandora.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Hello, Sarah.
How long are you going to be around, Dorian?
Well, I'm just not sure, but I hope we have a chance to get together.
Oh, me too.
Yes, enjoy your dinner. Here, I have a table for it right over there. There we are.
No, actually, I'd like to sit over there.
Well, well, be my guest.
No, thank you. We're not ready to order yet.
Well, no, I'll have a glass of red wine. You want something to drink?
No, thank you. Herb, tell me about Sarah Gordon.
Well, she runs the clinic for the blind. She's engaged to Bo. She's a lovely young woman. What else do you want to hear?
Everything you know about her. And I mean everything.
Look, you can't just give up on us. I know I made a stupid mistake.
A mistake. Just a silly little mistake. Even though it was cold and calculating and designed to hurt Deborah's feelings.
I said I was sorry.
Well, you know what? I'm real sick of hearing you say you're sorry. It's over.
No. No, it's not, because I know you still love me. And I love you. And what about the commitment we made and the vows and the commitment that goes along with those vows?
Despite of all the things that you have done to this marriage, I was trying to live up to that commitment because I did still love you. But I sure as hell can't find any of that love right now. All I'm finding is anger and disappointment and disgust.
You can't make a decision like that when you're so angry. You can't do it now.
I should have done it a long time ago.
What about everything we've shared? What about everything we can share in the future?
Forget about it, Tina, because it's not going to happen. There's no way we can get back what we once had. It's over. Accept that.
What about our son? If we get a divorce, it's going to destroy him.
You know, we have been separated for the better part of that child's life, and I don't think he's noticed. So I think if we keep giving him the love and the support that he needs, he may not even notice now.
What do you mean? Of course he would. He'll be devastated.
Well, we'll just have to be sure that that doesn't happen.
No. Cord, please. I do love you. Please, there's still time to just try to give us another chance.
Our marriage is over.
You don't know what you're saying.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm saying. There's no point in us going on hurting each other like this.
We don't have to go on hurting one another. We can start a whole new life.
Maybe you don't understand what I'm saying. I want out. Now, whether you understand that or accept the fact that this is the best thing for us and the best thing for CJ, that doesn't matter. Because it's over.
I mean, was she involved with anyone in Landview before she hooked up with Bo?
Why are you asking all these questions about her?
But I'm just a little curious. Can't a girl be curious?
More than curiosity. Come on, what gives?
You know, that happens to be the most popular remark in Landview these days.
Really? You've heard it from someone else?
Yes, Clint Buchanan, the rat.
Care to translate?
I asked him to print an article I wrote on Mendora, and he refused.
Well, he must have had a reason.
Yeah, he said it was too political. Oh, come on, you know Clint, Mr. Conservative, then he goes and does what he wants.
Yeah, there's just a whiff of acrimony in the air.
Well, to tell you the honest truth, I'm just not used to anyone saying no to me.
The perks of power.
Well, being the confidant of the royal family does tend to spoil one.
Yes, and with the royal family to occupy your time and your thoughts, why are you so interested in a simple American girl named Sarah Gordon?
Maybe I have taken a fancy to her fiancé, and I'm just wondering if I have a fighting chance.
Hey, where are you going?
I'm going to check in with my secretary. Would you please order me something non-fattening if you can find anything on that menu?
Remember how mad you were at that guy Klaus the first time you met him?
Well, he did come marching into the hospital in Arizona like some kind of a stormtrooper.
Well, see, that's because he's trying to protect the heir to the throne. He's a very loyal servant. I'm sure that Raymond's got a palace load of those loyal servants, and they're all going to take very good care of him, so you don't have to worry. He's going to be okay.
Well, I just wish that I could believe that.
Trust me. Look at us. Here we're trying to plan a wedding. We have no loyal servants to protect us from that damn Henri.
Oh, Henri, honey, about Henri. Look, I know that you were just trying to be helpful when you hired him, but to be perfectly honest with you, Vicky and Renee are a lot easier to deal with.
Great, then Henri is out of here. I'm going to call him tomorrow.
Thank you. Why do you think Raymond would tell me not to contact him again?
God, here, I'm sitting here thinking about our wedding, and you're still thinking about His Highness.
I'm sorry. I just can't stop worrying about
Yeah,
him.
but diamond earrings he gives you, now this? Maybe I should be just a little bit jealous, huh?
Yes, I have the Baroness's private number. I'll call her right away. Thank you. Baroness never leaves messages. I think I know what this one's about, though.
Max, I know that Gabrielle did everything in her power to win your love, and she failed. And now you've decided to admit that you still do have feelings for her, that there's a possibility of discussing a future together.
Julia, she refuses to even discuss it.
Well, perhaps that's because she's frightened.
Of what?
In her own words, of loving you too much. Of having a love that's so strong that eventually it will destroy both of you.
Oh, that's a bunch of nonsense, and she knows it. It's her love that saved me. There's no way it could destroy us.
Well, there's the very real fear that perhaps you only want her now because she's rejecting you. And that if she did decide to come back to you, you'd only turn away from her again.
Oh, boy. I can't blame her for feeling that way. But, Julia, I am never going to hurt your daughter again. I swear it.
Max, she's the one you've got to convince, not me.
I can't do that until I know where she is. So where is she?
I don't know.
She went away, and no one knows how to get in touch with her. What if something happened to Al? What if he needed her?
She's only going to be gone for a couple of days.
Julia, I need to know, are you for us or are you against us?
The only thing I'm really concerned about is Gabrielle's happiness. And if that includes you, then I'm happy too. But if not...
Fair enough.
Larry.
Julia? Larry, do you have my papers to walk out of here, or am I just walking out?
I talked with your doctor, and he's agreed to discharge you on the condition that you check with a private nurse twice a day for the next 2 days.
Deal.
And that you come back here to the hospital and have a complete checkup by the end of the week.
Done.
Fine. Well, I have your instruction manual. List of diet, rest, possible problems, how to avoid it. Hey, not so fast. No, take it easy. Your own ride to the front door is on its way.
Well, I'd be prepared to give you a ride as far as the front door of Max's place.
Shouldn't you get back to the hotel, check on Al?
Al's already there at your place. I dropped him off on the way here.
Well, that's great. I accept your offer. Larry? Thank you.
All right.
Oh, okay, it easy.
All right. Drive carefully.
All set?
Yes, ma'am. Let's get moving. I got some business to do.
Hello, Baroness. It's Dorian.
Oh, thank you for calling so quickly.
Oh, what's the matter? You sound so frantic.
Well, Prince Raymond is very upset about the gift that I gave to Sarah Gordon.
Well, how did he find out about it?
She called to thank him. And it was my mistake. I should have known. I should have been prepared. I should have intercepted the call.
Well, Baroness, is not a major catastrophe.
Well, it could turn out to be a major catastrophe. You know, he ordered me not to contact her in any way.
Oh, dear.
I'm afraid the fate of Mendora is in your hands because you are the only person in Landview, in place that we can trust. We hate to place such a burden
Well,
on
just
you.
tell me what you need.
Well, you happen to be in an excellent position, you see, to tell us everything we need to know about Sarah Gordon. And from what you've told us so far, it looks like she might be absolutely perfect for what we need.
This is serious.
Oh, would you stop it, please? There is absolutely nothing going on.
I can think of a dozen reasons that I should be a little bit worried, starting with diamond earrings.
He's my student, all right? That's all. Nothing else. Period. Actually, that's not entirely true.
Did that guy ever hit on you? Huh?
Gotcha!
So he never came on to you
No.
once, huh?
No, of course not. He was too wrapped up in Megan. I think the only reason he was nice to me is because I'm her sister.
Yeah, but you seem to be so overwhelmed with this.
Bo, I'm not overwhelmed with anything, all right? I just thought that it was a little strange, you know, the phone call, the earrings, that's all. Okay, fine, fine. From now on, I'll let his palace buddies do the worrying, all right? Okay, I won't think about anything else except for February the 14th and the fact that I'm going to live happily ever after as Mrs. Bo Buchanan. Hi!
Hi? That's all you have to say is hi?
Dr. Wallach called, Larry Wallach, and he said that he had let you out of the hospital. Welcome home. Sorry. Are you all right?
No,
Did I hurt you?
no, I'm not hurt. I'm just a little tender.
Well, I am going to take such good care of you. Sorry about the sign. We didn't really finish it yet.
We?
You remember your little scout, Al?
Daddy! Hey, partner, how you doing? What's this? Is this a get well gift? Huh? Oh, you can wear this. This is great. Oh, I'm gonna get better so much faster with this.
What a
Thank you.
sweet boy you are to get that fuzzy wuzzy teddy for your daddy.
Hey, I'm the one who trudged through the snow to get it for him.
Oh, dude, you're a sweetheart, too.
Hey, where's Gabrielle? Is she parking the car?
No.
What's wrong?
She's gone away for a few days.
Away? Where'd she go?
I don't know yet. But I'm gonna find her. And when I do, I'm gonna bring her back home for good.
Well, son, you got your teddy bears to protect you from things that go bump in the night. And you got your mommy and daddy to protect you from all the other things. It's not gonna change. Even though mom and daddy are gonna be living in separate places. always gonna be there for you. You know that. We're gonna be there for you anytime you need us. Both of us.
Hi.
He fell asleep when I was reading his story. We didn't get all the way through it. I'll have to finish it tomorrow night.
I'll finish it. He already knows the ending to that one. It's a happy ending.
Well, good thing it'll be a while before he realizes that life's a little bit different. Not always a happy ending.
Wait. I think we need to talk a little more.
It's all been said, Tina. Nothing left to say.
I don't think divorce is the only answer here. I think I know what we can do.
Tina.
Please. Listen. For CJ's sake.